difficult to stop him winning anything. There he is, Casey Gorman. Your details just on the bottom there. Corey Stainer, though, lining up on the second row of the grid alongside Bailey Stewart-Campbell, could be an interesting shout. Emmanuel Brinton, Thomas Gomez, Finn Smart, Jaden Toomer, Mason Johnson and Sandy Horn rounding out the top 10, and away we go here at Red Lodge. And a terrible start for Corey Stainer. He's lost a good 3-4 bike positions there, but out in front, it's no change for Casey Gorman. Belford or Bailey Stewart-Campbell, they are still running 1, 2 and 3. Thomas Gomez and Emmanuel Brinton having a good scrap.
Bailey Stewart-Campbell had a good look up the inside of Evan Belford there as they came through turn 2, but couldn't get it done. And look at this, Casey O'Gorman's got a good 5 or 6 bike lengths, and we pick out there the ailing bike of Corey Stainer. He's got a mechanical issue, unfortunately for Corey. He is usually super fast in this category, but not going to be the case today. He's got to keep going though, just score as many points as he can. There he is on that white bike, the 34 bike, just in behind Emmanuel Brinton. Brinton goes past Finn Smart. Finn Smart has a problem coming through the right-hander.
But O'Gorman leads the way. Look at the gap he's already pulling out from Belford and Bailey Stewart-Campbell. 4th place now, Thomas Gomez. After a cracking start, Jaden Toomer finds himself in P5. Going well indeed. Brinton, then it's Finn Smart. And then next up, Corey Stainer is round about 8th or 9th position, but is still falling down the order. So it's going to be a really long race for that man. Now, here's Finn Smart leading the chase group at the moment as the rest of the riders are still swarming around behind.
I think that's Holly Harris, look behind Corey Stainer, and going up the inside of the pair of them is at the 18 of Sandy Horn, I think that is.
I think it is, yes. So good racing there as Sandy Horn battling away with Holly Harris, who, let's be fair, is making really good progress, Holly Harris. Good to see.
Yeah, amazing improvement, and we love to see that. We love to see the riders improving. There he is, that is 18, so it is Sandy Horn. I was right, chasing Finn Smart, and running wide is Holly Harris, and Corey Stainer helps himself to that place back, but not for long. Harris looking down the inside, but she can't get past him.
This is the thing with Corey Stainer. Yes, he's got a very difficult bike to ride now because of that mechanical difficulty, and it will be slow, but that doesn't necessarily mean he won't be able to finish, even knocking on the door of the top 10 over the course of this race. Sandy Horn makes the move on the inside. That was a very cheeky little overtaking move there on Finn Smart, but he pulls it off and is already streaking away. Good riding here from Sandy Horn on the Tyco BMW machine as they run up the hill once again and through to that long sweeper. Now here's a replay of the leaders coming through. Goodness me, Casey O'Gorman, that could easily have ended in disaster.
He ran well wide there through the final turn, but managed to correct it on that 151 bike. That's Evan Belford in 2nd. It's Bailey Stewart-Campbell 3rd, and then Thomas Gomez on the 98 in 4th place. Here's that battle between Corey Stainer and Holly Harris again. Holly fancying the job here, but Corey managing to hold her off.
Going very well indeed, actually. Holly Harris trying to make the move on the inside of Corey Stainer, who's still struggling. Now in there behind is Karis Jones, I think, on the 9 bike, and then the 31 of Dylan Meller, who's having another busy day at the office after his earlier race and his earlier fall, but he's keeping on the bike this time.
Here's a battle for 5th and 6th coming towards us. Picked out that's Emmanuel Brinton. We've got Jaden Toomer on the black bike behind. Come through this ever-sweeping left turn. Lifts his knee up there in the middle of the corner. Now you might think should keep it down all the way through, but I've been watching Casey O'Gorman go through that earlier on, through that turn. Was watching him, and he basically rides it in the same way. Lifts his knee up mid-turn. So there's Bailey Stewart-Campbell and Thomas Gomez. And then Emmanuel Brinton in 5th place, Jaden Toomer in 6th. Lots of privateers. That is the top 6. That's the race leader though, coming out onto Oak Tree Straight. And again, a massive dominating performance on the 151 bike from Casey O'Gorman. Here's that battle again.
Holly Harris sweeping right round the outside of Corey Stainer. That's a brilliant move from Holly Harris. I know that Corey Stainer's bike is in jeopardy, but that was still a really tough move for Holly Harris to pull off around the outside on one of the tightest hairpins on the circuit. As we look back to Emmanuel Brinton there in 5th position once more, still trying to gain ground, as Casey O'Gorman is only a few corners behind him on the road at the moment because of where he is on the race circuit. Well, look, he's gone through turn 4. He's about half a lap behind Emmanuel Brinton already, and Brinton is only in P5. This is an amazing ride for Casey O'Gorman, and yet another demonstration of just how good this kid is.
Yeah, it's amazing how talented he is. You have to wonder, is this back catalogue or is this footage going to be a good back catalogue for me moving forward if Casey O'Gorman goes on to win a World Championship,
Absolutely.
Jake? And I actually think he'll end up in BSB. That'll be the first level he'll go into, but he's going to go on to world level, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Can he become a world champion? Listen, there's lots of talented kids around the world, but this kid is certainly one of them.
Yep.
Makes his way past one of the back markers there into the infield section. Great pictures from the drone of Casey O'Gorman getting the job done through the 180, out through the sweeper. Left-handed now onto Oak Tree Straight, and up Oak Tree Straight he goes.
I can see Casey O'Gorman and a few others in this field actually winning not just British but World Championships. There's Holly Harris closing in.
On Sandy Horn.
That's right, yes, Sandy Horn doing a good job as well, but there is Casey O'Gorman. Are we going to be talking about this boy in years to come in the same light as the likes of James Toseland or even Barry Sheen? It could happen one day. This kid's got the ability at this level in spades.
Barry Sheen is his hero. That's why he carries the number 7 clearly. Through turn 1 one more time. The 151 bike nicely decked out in the 151 colours.
Let's not forget how young Casey O'Gorman is, but he just looks so stable. He just looks so planted through every apex, through every throttle shift. He's just so smooth and so composed. Here he is coming up to the back markers. It's amazing to consider Sean Abel as a back marker. He's there in the battle inside the top 10. Holly Harris again closes up on Sandy Horn. There's your man in second place, Evan Belford, the 52. Just can't quite keep up with Casey O'Gorman today, but a great strong ride this is from Evan Belford. Let's not forget about that. The 52 riding very well here. Stuart Campbell and Thomas Gomez a long way behind Evan Belford, never mind Casey O'Gorman. So Evan reeling in Casey O'Gorman wherever he can, but importantly he is actually getting away from the riders behind him as well. So this is a really smooth run for Evan Belford, and let's not take that away from him.
If it wasn't for Casey O'Gorman in this race, we'd be talking about Evan Belford with a massive lead as the next big thing. As Casey O'Gorman sweeps past two of the back markers onto Oak Tree Straight now. That's a Mason Johnson in front of him. He'll be the next man he'll be trying to tick off his list. He'll be trying to do that probably up through the big sweeper here, or the right-hander. Can he get it done? Mason just about holding on through the right-hander, gets the power down, so it looks like Casey will be having to wait until the start-finish straight. Oh, he's going to have a look down the inside. We don't need to do that, Casey, to be honest.
For goodness sake, don't go for a move where you don't need to, especially when it's getting so tight in that inside line. And just to show you how the contrast of fortunes are in this race, Corey Stainer, who started on that second row of the grid, is about to be lapped by Casey O'Gorman. He's the bike just in front of the one ahead of Casey O'Gorman. Watch as he sweeps past. It's not going to be too long. He's going to wait for his moment. There's Finn Smart coming towards us. And then we've got this battle. Corey Stainer at the front of the queue. In front there of the 9, that is, of Carys Jones. And sweeps round Carys Jones. Sweeps round Corey Stainer. Oh, that's got to hurt for Corey Stainer.
It is. He's second in the championship. But, Jake, here's the thing. He's showing character because he's not quitting. That's the thing, you don't quit, you just have to keep going. If you don't finish the race, you don't score any points. He's second in the championship, he just knows I've just got to keep the bike going, got to come back, got to put this one down to experience. Obviously a problem with the bike, got to come back. There's 2 races tomorrow, of course. We don't film them, he'll be looking for better results then.
To right, and very, very strong character shown from Corey Stainer as up the inside of Finn Smart goes Casey O'Gorman, once again on a beautiful bike, on a beautiful racetrack, just enjoying the scenery as he flies through apex after apex, down to the bottom end of the circuit and through that never-ending left-hander. Just watch him as he goes through. There you go, see the knee comes off, just as you were talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly the same style as the rider I picked out earlier. You'd think you'd keep the knee down all the way round there, but it does sort of straighten up in mid-corner, so you have to pick the bike up, pick the knee up, and then get the knee back down again.
It's a very technical style that Casey O'Gorman has, and that's why he looks so settled on the bike as he goes into the final lap here at Red Lodge. And watch this. This is a masterclass in control. Well, we can't watch it because we've got so many great battles going on further back. Evan Belford working his way through the traffic. In third position, we still have Bailey Stuart Campbell. There he is, having pulled well away now from Thomas Gomez. But let's be fair, we haven't mentioned Thomas Gomez much, but he's doing a very strong job there in fourth position, and a very good ride this has been from him.
Yeah. Had a quick view of Sean Abel for the first time in this race as well. 3:30. His brother Jay be coming up later in MiniGP50. Be hoping to win that race after going really well at Tattershall before crashing in the first hairpin from second, I think it was, at the time.
But check out this guy into the final chicane. He is absolutely smooth as you like. It's a dominant victory. The checkered flag flies. Casey Gorman has done the business once again. Number 7 wins again in motorcycle racing, and I don't think that's going to be the last time by any stretch of the imagination. Evan Belford comes through, and in third position it will be Bailey Stewart Campbell on the 99. Here he comes over the line. Good run from there from Bailey Stewart Campbell, and a worthy and deserved podium finish. Fourth place goes to Thomas Gomez in front of Emmanuel Brinton in 5th position, with 6th place taken by Jaden Toomer.
Casey O'Gorman leads the championship by 115 points. It's a massive lead from Stainer, Belford, Campbell and Gomez. O'Gorman will be back in part 4 in Minimoto Elite.